was on the camera placement, Heather. How long do we have to wait before Johnny does something incredibly stupid?
We recovered Anthony's body. He was murdered.
Couldn't you just stay buried, old man?
Speak up. Damn it, Heather, you couldn't put the microphone any closer?
Johnny, what's wrong?
I figured it'd be all over the news by now. Officer's body dug up. Tell that one.
Anthony, is he
dead? Yeah. And he was buried until he was dug up. Just like Claudia was. It's becoming a family tradition.
Did the police know who did it?
Oh, yeah, sure. Come on in. You don't need to know.
We have to talk.
Talk about
You
what?
don't get to show up at Johnny's office
Okay,
and just...
Carly, you look great, but I'm working.
Working on what?
Well, you're not obligated to clean up my mess.
Isn't that what partners do?
All right, you're right. This is a partnership. Goes both ways. So anything I can do for you?
I just came by to get the check to pay for the liquor license. Renew it.
It's already renewed. You sent that check in last week, remember?
Right.
So why are you really here, Lulu?
I want to see how you're doing. Don't say fine, because obviously you're not, and that's understandable. They just found your father.
Grant, he was not
Fine,
my father.
your grandfather. But that doesn't change the fact that he was the only family you had left, and now he's gone. So you have a right to feel
To what,
something.
to grieve? Why would I do that? I'm better off, believe me.
So what was all this about?
I had a moment, and now it's past. Hey, look on the bright side. At least I didn't have my moment with our new barware.
Do the police have any leads?
They know that Heather Weber buried the body.
Do they think she killed him?
No. The police commissioner likes somebody else for the murder.
Anybody I know?
Just doing a little investigative reporting.
Good. The more time you spend working on the paper, the less time you can spend harassing Johnny.
I don't get it. Explain it to me. Why do you feel so compelled to protect a boyfriend who cheats on you?
Oh my God, would you stop bringing that up? I saw the look on your face when Johnny refused to hand over Star's recording contract.
I didn't ask him to hand over a recording contract. I came prepared with a hefty check. He should have taken that deal.
Johnny is committed to helping Star's talent.
Johnny has owned a garage. He's been a majority owner of a strip club. He's killed people, none of which qualifies him to record an album.
So he's learning as he goes.
And if he botches Star's career along the way...
Oh, this is about the Star's music career. You're trying to protect her career.
I'm trying to protect all of Star. Your kids grew up around mobsters. Mine didn't. I don't like my little girl hanging out with some low-life gangster.
Johnny is just trying to help Star. That's
Johnny
it.
is just trying to help Johnny. Star is a means to an end.
How?
I
How?
don't know yet, but I'm gonna find out.
Or you could respect your daughter's decision to work with Johnny.
I'm a man of resources. I'm gonna help Star any way I can help her.
Did you ever think she might want to make it on her own without her daddy looking over her shoulder?
No, a little nepotism never hurt anybody.
What about Johnny? You plan on hurting him?
Oh, no, Johnny's gonna hurt himself. He has his own way of finding trouble every time. And hey, I'm just a newspaper man, you know? I mean, if he does something, hypothetically speaking, that's newsworthy, it's just my job to tell you all about it. Isn't that right, Carly?
Why are you avoiding the question?
No.
And why haven't you answered me?
Isn't your husband a cop? Why don't you talk to him? I'm pretty sure Dante has a good idea.
Dante's not here. You're here, so stop stalling.
Fine. There's an APB out on Luke.
He didn't do it.
You seem pretty sure about
I
that.
am.
Any particular reason why? Now look who's avoiding the question.
He swore to me that he didn't do it, and I believe him.
When did this conversation take place?
When they brought him and Tracy in for questioning.
Oh, okay. And just curious, when they did that, did Tracy or Luke explain at all how Anthony's body ended up on the terrace of the Quartermain house? And was he dead or alive at that moment?
He's dead.
So So you've known this whole time?
I'm sorry. My dad and Tracy found him in the boathouse, and they took him up to the terrace, and I don't know, he went missing, and...
Yeah, well, he's not missing anymore. Cops dug the old man up last night.
Look, this is so hard for me. I talk about how I want people to be honest with me, and then I have to keep something from someone it affects the most.
Yeah, well, it's just a question of loyalty, I guess.
Yeah, my dad needed time to prove that he was innocent, and all the evidence was pointing to him. That's the only reason why I didn't tell you sooner.
Yeah, look, now he's had time to skip town.
I know that this looks really bad. My dad did not do this. He did not kill Anthony, and I realize that in order to have a partnership, we need to have trust. So I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
In my life, I tried to imagine what it would be like without Anthony in my life. Now it finally happened. Shouldn't I be relieved?
Well, as much as you hated Anthony, you loved him too. Look, I know you better than most people. And this side that you project, this vengeful mob prince, it's not who you are.
Who am I then?
You're a guy who was dealt a crappy hand.
I was dealt a lot of power and money, shouldn't I? Like that? I mean, what more could I want?
That's not the life that you wanted. That's why you would always play piano, so you could escape from that.
I played piano because that was the one thing that I could hold on to. The one memory, the one thing I could do. Sit down and I'd play for Claudia, and hopefully that would drown out some of the yelling or whatever.
No matter how messed up your life was with Anthony, he was still the only father that you ever knew. And finding out he's dead has to be hell on you. I'm sorry. Come here.
As a matter of fact, I have something you should see.
You can't blame yourself for what happened to Anthony. He lived a very violent life.
Which almost got you killed.
That was a long time ago.
Still, I can't forget how close you came to dying that night. He would have pulled that trigger without a second thought,
Well,
you know that.
He didn't.
But he could have. See, that's the thing with Anthony. He was so unpredictable. You wouldn't know where he was going from one moment to the next. One moment you could be fine with him. The next moment you're staring down the barrel of a gun.
Well, that doesn't matter because Anthony's gone. And most importantly, you are in no way responsible.
Aren't I? Anthony said he overheard Tracy and Luke plotting to kill him. I didn't do anything to help.
Okay, I know this looks bad on my dad, but I'm telling you, he didn't kill him.
And you really think Luke's not capable of
He
murder?
would not risk Tracy getting charged as an accessory.
Well, your husband agrees. He thinks I'm a much better suspect. The theory is that I killed Anthony and dumped the body in the Quarter Main boathouse in order to frame Luke and Tracy.
Well, no matter how much you hated Anthony for lying to you for all those years, you didn't kill your grandfather. That much I do know.
Oh, I wish I had an ounce of your faith.
Well, I have enough for the both of us. You wanna get your mind off of this? Go get chimichangas,
Chimichangas.
burritos.
I'm all right, thanks. But thank you for caring, for listening. It's nice having you around again.
Anytime.